Is Faces Impact, and welcome to a Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay commentary shenanigans extravaganza. I know you must be shocked to see this on my channel. It's been a while, but yeah, it's just something I decided to pop in the other day, and I had a really good time playing. So there you go. I was playing with my good friend Matt, Bloody Menace. Hi Matt, if you're watching this. And yeah, I got a pretty decent game here. But that's about all I wanted to talk about the game. I must have done this commentary about 5 times now. Sony Vegas is pissing me off. Dogs are pissing me off. Life as a rule is pissing me off. And of course it's Valentine's Day, which, guys, I don't really like Valentine's Day. It aggravates me so much. I don't know, maybe I spent too many years alone and bitter, or maybe it's just the fact that I don't believe in a holiday that, I don't know, you have to show someone you love them. If you really love them, you'd show them every single day. But that's just how I think about things. But yes, anyhow. Oh, God. I wanted to talk about getting into fights. And I've talked about this so many times now. I'm sick of talking about it. I talked about in my last commentary about I've gotten into some fights in the past. And you guys seem to want to hear, so here we go. Alright. The place I guess this all starts is my siblings and when I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I have 3 other siblings and they used to beat the ever-living shit out of me. All the time. Like, for no reason. It was just really mean. So, after a while, like, my parents would intervene, but there was situations that happened. Like, one time, my sister and I got into an argument in our bedroom, and she punched me in the face and knocked out my tooth. And I was like 5, in case you're wondering. Or, this one time, I got into it with my brothers, and somehow my toenail got ripped off. That was a good one. Or, let me tell you guys the pickle story, okay? So, pickles. I like pickles. I don't know if you like pickles. I think pickles are pretty damn rad, okay? So, there was this point in time where we had a jar of pickles in the kitchen, right? Now, admittedly, I had had some of the pickles before, but it was the last pickle in the jar, which, if anyone knows anything about pickles, is the best pickle. So my sister says to me, "Oh, I want that pickle." I was like, "No." And I walked to the kitchen, and I went to get the pickle. Now, in the rules of the universe, if you get there first, that's yours now, right? So my hand is in the jar, right? And we're arguing about this frickin' pickle. And I'm like, nah, my hand is here. The pickle, it was within my grasp. I had it. It was done. It was game over, right? There was no 2 ways about it. It was my pickle. This bitch was like, "No, I want the pickle." And then she punches me in the face. And she hit me so hard. She hit me in the nose. And my nose just starts gushing blood, right? And I'm on the kitchen floor. And I'm just bleeding, right? And I'm like holding my face. And I'm like, "Oh my God, my nose." And does she help me? Nay. She stands over me and eats the pickle. And it's like, hey, this pickle is delicious. Who the fuck does that? Chick has issues, guys. Let me let you know. She's serious freaking issues. But, so, after incidents like this, my dad was like, "All right, let me teach this one how to fight." And he's taught all my siblings. So, I was like 9 years old, and my dad sets me up, and he shows me how to hold my arms and everything, and then he's like, "All right, try to hit me." And he's showing me, like, he's knocking my hands away, and we're going back and forth, and then I just reach up, and I pop him right in the jaw. And then I realized, oh, I'm pretty good at this. So after that point, I could hold my own in a fight against my siblings or like at school or whatever. So the first real fight I got into was when I was at school. Now, there's like a few things you can fight about in life. There's stupid shit and there's important shit. Like, okay, this whole thing with Woody and obviously Jesus. That's some important shit. And not for nothing, I really hope Woody curb stomps the guy. Like, those are things that matter. Stupid shit is like someone steps on your brand new Nikes and you gonna pop off because that motherfucker is rude. Like, that's the kind of shit you're like, come on, really? You're fighting about that? So, of course, the first fight my hood rat ass gets into is over stupid shit. I was in, I want to say 7th or 8th grade. I don't know. I remember I was Spanish class, right? And there was this girl, and I knew her. Like, we'd sat together at lunch and stuff, but I didn't really like her that much. So we had assigned seats, and she was sat in front of me, and she stood on my chair. I don't know what the hell for, because it was before class, but she was like yelling across the room, and she's standing on my chair, and she has mud all over it. And I was like, Stephanie, you need to get off my chair. Class is going to start. And you got to wipe this shit off, because now my seat's dirty, and I can't sit there. And she's like, no, bitch. I was like, all right, let me pull her off my chair, because class is going to start. So I was like, come on, get the fuck off. And she is mud all over everything, and she jumps down, right? So I'm pulling at her. And she turns and pushes me, and she's like, don't touch me, bitch. And she shoves me really hard, and I hit into a desk. And I was like, oh, no. That's not how this is going to end. So I turn, and I push her back. And then she slaps me across the face. Now, mind you guys, this is when I still had a face, alright? This was before the whole assassination attempt, car bomb, honey badger, knife fight with Jason Voorhees thing, okay? So, I was very sensitive about my face. And then she goes and has the nerve to slap me across the face. And I was like, oh no, bitch, it's on. So I haul off, and I punch her in the face. And then we're just fucking going. And it's my first fight ever, and I'm into it. I, like, black out for a second, and I'm, like, jumping all over this girl, and, the hair is being grabbed, and everyone is around us, like, yeah, fight, that whole thing. So then my clumsy self, I, like, tripped over a book bag that was in the aisle that we were fighting in. And she, doesn't hesitate, and she jumps on me, and she's like, I don't know how to explain this, but it happened to be in a way like she was standing on my hands, so I couldn't hit her anymore, and she's just going to town on me for a minute. And I was like, okay, and I bit her. I bit her on the leg, because you know what? If you're really fighting somebody, you don't give a shit, and I didn't think twice about it. I was going to take a piece out of her ass. So, she jumps away from me, and she's like, oh my god, this crazy bitch just bit me! And I was like, damn straight, I'm crazy! And then we keep fighting, and I grabbed her by the neck, and I put her up against the wall, and I just kept hitting her in the stomach as hard as I could. And then she started throwing up everywhere. And then people are like, oh my god, pull her off her! And then she, ran out into the hallway, and she was throwing up. And then I tried to chase her, because I wasn't done, because when I'm in full rage Hulk mode, then, that's it. And then, security, grabbed me, and they, hauled me off to the office. That was my little dog. Shut up! Before I fight you, too. Anyway, so yeah, that's the story of my first fight. And since then, that same girl, we got into another fight because she jumped me with her friend outside of school because of this. And in high school, I got into a couple, little tiffs with other girls. But as an adult now, I look back on it, and it's like, guys, calm your shit down. You don't necessarily need to fight. I think maybe, one fight is good. Say you have it under your belt. Because now I know if push came to shove, I would shove. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get beat up anytime soon. But I don't recommend it as, a lifestyle. It gets exhausting, especially with all the enemies you make. And I don't really fight anymore. I'm more of a peaceable sort now. I'm just too mellow at this point. I was very uppity when I was a kid. But yeah, that's the story of my first fight. I wanted to hear about your guys' fight experience, or if you've never been in a fight, if you could fight one person, who would it be? Let's fight club this shit. Who would you guys fight? Anyone that you could. My final score here is 54-9. I want to give a quick shout out to John of Arc. He's a subscriber and a general awesome example of humanity, and just a really cool guy. So, hi John. Sorry it took so long to give you a shout out. Yeah, that was pretty much everything. Don't forget, it's okay to play like a girl, guys, and I'll see you next time.